Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I don't want this video to be long. I'm just going to go straight to the point. So the reason why you were probably not invited, or you are yet to be invited for the second phase discussion interview, there are two things involved. In my previous video or videos, I talked about passing the cutoff points and cutoff scores. Now I made mention of passing the minimum section cutoff point and the course cutoff point. I remember mentioning that tourism was 60, healthcare was 100 points. I remember mentioning all of that in my previous videos, and I also made mention of the specific course cutoff, like for mathematics the minimum is 1, for reasoning skills the minimum point you're supposed to have is 1. So now these are two things, okay? Maybe let's say for reasoning skills, you out of 1 point you're supposed to get, which is the minimum requirement, you had like 2 or 3, you passed it up, right? Yeah, you passed it. And it's, let's say it's that way throughout the subjects or the courses. Yeah, let's say mathematics, out of 1 you also had 2 or you had 1. At the end of the day, maybe all your courses, what you're having is like 10, 12 or 15 or 20 over 60 or over 80 or over 100, depending on your choice, your school, your course choice, your program. Now, in as much as you have to, or in as much as you had to pass the specific cutoff to like beat it and pass it, you still need to meet the program required score, cutoff score. I have it here jotted down here. So for tourism and hospitality, the minimum score over 60 you're supposed to have is 37.70. Now you're supposed to have 37.70 70 points over 60 to be like invited for the second phase. I mean, after you have already passed all the minimum cutoff. Do you understand? For healthcare, you have to have 61.80, that's over 100. Then natural resources, you have to have 28 over 50. Business, you have to have 34.20 over 60. Then humanities and education, you have to have 28 points to be invited for the second phase. So it's two things. You have to pass the specific required cutoff for the subjects like maths, English, reasoning skills. Then you also have to pass the cutoff, specific cutoff for the course in general. Does that make sense? So this is why you haven't you're yet to get your let's say your invitation emails. And let's say maybe you had in English, out of 20 points you had 19 points. In mathematics you had, this out of 20 you had 10. Then in reasoning skills you have -4 over 1, like out of 1 that is the minimum requirement. I don't think you're going to get invited because you did not meet the specific minimum score for reasoning skills. You didn't meet it. Even though you must have had like total accumulation of, or addition of scores should be, your total addition of all your courses, all your scores are like, let's say 50. Just because you did not meet the specific requirement for reasoning skills out of 1 point, which is the minimum, you had -1 or -4 or 0 points, you're not going to be invited. So it's hard. So but let's not get into that. There are so many separate applications going on for my school, for masters of business administration and other courses, programs. It's going to start on the 3rd of March. So of course, and there are other countries too you might want to consider, if not Finland, in Europe or in America or anywhere. So it is not the end of the world, darling. Okay, so I just wanted to share this ASAP, and thank you for watching and subscribing. Subscribe now, like, share, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.